It really blows my mind that next week we will be celebrating 4 years living in this camper, traveling the country. And for the most part, our mornings look like this. Wake up super early if Chase is working days, make him breakfast, pack his lunch, make coffee, of course. Sometimes I'm able to take him to work, sometimes I'm not. There have been a few times where I've been stuck at the camper, which is totally fine. It happens. This past month and a half, I've taken Chase to work a little bit more than usual just because of all the errands I've had to run for Chase. If you're new, Chase is a welder. He welds on various power plants and refineries across the country. He works an average of 84 hours a week, days or nights. And this month, to be quite honest, y'all, has been pretty boring. And that's okay. There is nothing wrong with boring and mundane.
Love you.
Y'all, nothing exciting has really happened. To making our very first video, to sharing to y'all about RV life and our journey, we have absolutely loved it. There have been times where we've had to do major RV projects, from our gray tanks to our landing legs to our hot water heater. We've absolutely loved sharing all of that with y'all, but y'all, it's been very boring. We have taken y'all to so many great places this past summer, from South Dakota, Needles Highway, all the way to Branson, to Montana, to Yellowstone, to Colorado Springs, to our favorite place, Creede, Colorado. We've absolutely loved it. We don't take for granted what we do. We consider ourselves very, very blessed. But y'all, every year is different, and that's okay. Last year we took off a lot more than we have in the past. I mean, we took off 5 months, which absolutely blows my mind. Sometimes it just happens that way. For work just kept on getting pushed back, and you know that that's totally fine. We also got to celebrate Kenai's birthday this past week, so happy birthday to that little man. We took him to Tractor Supply for his honorary birthday party, I guess you could say. Got him a new bed, and he decided to pick out that vulture toy. But my day varies a lot. Some days it's cleaning out the truck, doing massive loads of laundry. And you know what? That's okay. Actually, as I'm making this video, I have a ton of laundry that I need to do and a stack of dishes that need to be cleaned. And you know what? That's okay. That's just part of it. But we just want to be honest with y'all that sometimes nothing crazy happens. Nothing is wrong with the camper. Nothing exciting has happened for us. We haven't gone and experienced anything absolutely crazy. And you know what? That's okay. There is nothing wrong with that at all. Everyone's RV life is completely different, and that's what is great about RV life, is that every single person is different. Whether you are working a 9-to-5 online job, whether you are work camping, whether you are retired, even despite all of that, you are still going to have the daily dishes, cooking your meals, cleaning the camper. Like recently, I just started cleaning the ceilings of our camper because y'all, it gets dusty. I love having all of our windows open, and that has been a big project. I also took Starlink back this past week, which was really easy. If you've seen our Starlink video, then you know. And that's just part of it. Sometimes you have to drive 30, 40 minutes to go run one errand. And you know what? That is just part of it. But like I said, we don't take it for granted. We absolutely love what we do. That's why we started making YouTube videos, was to be honest about our RV life, our journey, because we know it is different compared to everyone else. And we want y'all to know that it's okay if your RV life is different from everyone else. It's okay if there are times where it is just going through the motions, where it feels like it's boring. I also get asked a lot of, Bryce, what do you do during the day? Over the past 4 years, it has changed quite a bit. Maybe I'll do a video on that later. I have shared a little bit here and there of what I've done for work. Now I'm starting to learn how to take my drone license test. So I'm studying for that. Y'all, it is like a whole different language. Y'all, I am not tech savvy. This is not my expertise. I have learned everything of how to operate a GoPro, to editing videos, all that stuff from ground zero. If you are wanting to learn something new, just try it. Yes, it is scary at first, but y'all, just try it. It's gonna be awesome when it's done. I'm super excited to also offer it to RV parks whenever we're staying at a certain place. I can offer it to them as a service for either aerial footage or photos of their park. So I'm also really excited about that. So make sure you're subscribed. I'll keep y'all updated on how that goes. I also spend a lot of time editing YouTube videos, even on our summer vacations. Y'all, there were times where I would be stuck in the camper all day having to edit videos. And even this past month and a half, there have been times where the weather was just not cooperating at all. Having to do random errands to hardware or welding supply stores for Chase, even doing groceries sometimes can be a whole shebang or whatever, because every grocery store layout is different, so it may take longer than others. I have tried the pickup service stuff before in the past, and I was not pleased. So I just go into the store now, and I don't have a problem doing that. Also, some days, if we do have a day off, a lot of the times is spent at a hardware store because Chase has needed quite a bit of tools for this job. We have spent a lot of time in hardware stores of various kinds, and you know what? That is a-okay. Sometimes it is literally just sleeping all day. And you know what? That is a-okay. Sometimes it's doing little random RV projects like getting rid of the shelves in the camper, which we just did a few weeks ago. Those are actually knife plates that are magnetic. And y'all, it is so nice. It is so clean. It really makes the whole area just seem so much bigger. We did go see a train museum before Chase started this work because his job did get pushed back a few days when we first got here. So we do try to take advantage of the time before Chase starts working. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it does not. This train museum was really cool. I'll leave a link to it below. It was free. Dogs were welcome. You can go into one of the train cars, which was really cool. Sometimes it happens that we're able to see stuff. Sometimes it doesn't. And you know what? That is okay. We have not really done anything cool since then. And that was a month and a half ago. And that's totally fine. But I'll leave a link to this museum below. Sometimes if Chase has a day off, all he wants to do is just go out to eat for some food. And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's just all you need. We finally did go on one short hike-ish, I would say. It was a very level path, and we had an absolute blast. It wasn't anything crazy, but we did go out and we had a blast. Even ran into a ice cream truck, which y'all, I grew up with those, and very nostalgic moment, and it was an absolute blast. But y'all, it's been very boring. When I asked Chase this week of like, hey, what do you want this video to be? We just kind of didn't know what to do because it's been boring. Nothing crazy has happened to us or to the camper, and that's totally fine. And we actually prefer it that way at times. Sometimes it's okay to just kind of go through the motions, have a set schedule, do the same thing, run errands, and that's totally fine. And that's the reason why we started this YouTube channel, is to be honest to y'all, to share our life, our adventures. We are not doing anything that we wouldn't do when making these YouTube videos. We are doing the same thing as we did before making YouTube videos as we are now, and we absolutely love it. The main reason why we got into a camper, first and foremost, is to be able to see each other, and that's what matters the most when it comes to this RV life. Before we moved into the camper, y'all, I wouldn't see Chase for 5 weeks. He would come home for 24 hours, and then he would leave again. And it's very, very hard. And we saw that living in a camper and traveling was the best thing for us, for our marriage, and we have absolutely loved it and never looked back. So even though it's been very boring, it's also a blessing because we get to see each other every day. And that's the most important thing about this RV life, is to remember that, you know what, we get to see each other every day. Even though it's boring, this is an absolute blessing. And yes, I'm in the truck because Chase got home early, which I'm very thankful, and he's taking a nap. He's taking a nap inside the camper. Is this ideal for me to be in the truck right now? No. Is it hot in here? Yes, it is actually really hot in here. So please like and subscribe because I'm sweating bullets right now. I know I have a whatever on right now, but I was not expecting to get this hot in the truck. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. We want to be honest with y'all. It's been really boring. Like, in the sense of, if you see other RVers and you think, oh wow, they go on adventures all the time, or wow, something's gone wrong or their camper is falling apart. None of that has happened this past month and a half. And there are stints in our RV journey that have been like that, where nothing has happened. We haven't gone anywhere crazy or life-changing, and it's really fine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So with that being said, next week we are celebrating 4 years of living in the camper and 8 years of being married. Yes, it's on the same day. I did that on purpose. Yeah, we are really excited to share with y'all. Next week's video, we're going to be talking about 4 things we wish we knew before RV life, or 4 things we've learned. I don't know, something like that. We'll also be answering some questions that we get a lot. So if you have any questions, leave them below. And yeah, we are very thankful for each and every one of you that take the time out to watch these videos. I do not take it for granted that you all spend your time watching these videos. It really means the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.